Welcome, welcome. It's good that you finally arrived. We were worried that you'd lost your way. It's good that you're all here. We're glad you've made it this far. We're sorry that you had trouble on the journey. I'm sure you're all wondering why you're here. Inside the town hall, the Oathkeepers stand at the far end of a grand table. Flanking our heroes are two other groups, both of whom travelled on adventure also. The raging fire pit in the middle of the table lets off so much heat it's easy to forget the freezing temperatures just outside. The human greeting them, Rue, is the leader of the Oathkeepers. He regards our heroes with a pleasant expression before continuing. We are the Oathkeepers, if you didn't know. We are a retired now band of adventurers. We've had many exploits throughout the world, and now we've decided to settle down and start this little town. However, we are unable in ourselves right now to explore the island fully. There are many areas we still don't know anything about yet, and that's where you come in. The three groups of you will be given different tasks to head off in different areas of the island, and if not complete tasks, at least learn more about the island that we have decided to make our home on. If you have any objections now, feel free to walk away. We won't judge you. There's no problems. There's money to be made. There's reputation to be gained. Right, well, if there are no objections and you are all willing to partake in our venture, then all we'll need from you is a signature on a contract of employment, and then we will assign you your tasks. Now the question is, how do we refer to you? Our heroes take a few moments to deliberate between themselves before turning back to the Oathkeepers and proclaiming,
We're the strangers.
Yari approves of that name.
I'm glad we've got that sorted. Contracts are placed on the table and passed around to the various groups. A silence falls over the room as everyone reads over them and takes in what information they can. Fingers, knowing something of the bigger company due to dealings in her past, knows them as the Shadowed Company. As yet, she's been unable to glean any information about the well-dressed lady and her two twin guards. All three have remained utterly silent the entire trip over, as well as during this meeting. A glance at the now signed contracts answers the first question: their names. Lady Celis, Tai, and Rai. Three members of the Oathkeepers, Rue, Legata, and Aranai, will come forwards and split off into private groups. Right, well, it's good to meet the four of you. I am Rue. I'm sure you've heard of me. We have a task for you. Should be fairly simple. We have heard tell of large beasts that are affecting our scouts' ability to delve further out, to scout out the land. So we'd like you to have a look and see what you can do. Investigate and potentially deal with it if you come across them. Yeah? Sound good? Maybe bring a token. We've been here a few years. Our scouts have made something resembling a road. You should be alright. Four of you look capable enough. We have empty houses that we are leasing to potential employees. As Rue finished explaining the terms of the job, the Oathkeepers dismissed the three groups, and the newly christened strangers were led to their new home. The place was empty, but at least it was a space they could call their own. The strangers wasted no time and quickly made their way to the nearby vendors to purchase some warmer clothes before setting off northeast in search of the beasts Rue had mentioned. The biting cold seemed to worsen with every step they took, and after 5 grueling hours of walking, the strangers found themselves deep in the heart of the forest. The silence was deafening, broken only by the sound of their footsteps crunching through the snow. The trees loomed overhead, casting long shadows that danced in the dim light. The The strangers couldn't help but feel a sense of unease that they had trekked deeper into the unknown. But they had a job to do, and they couldn't afford to let fear get the better of them. They pushed forward, their eyes scanning the area for any sign of the beasts they were tasked with finding.
What were we looking for? Some beasts? What did he say? Hey, Ears, have you been in this sort of area before?
Well, it's in this direction, so I'm assuming if we just carry on as far as it goes, we should bump into a beast.
Should we try and be quiet?
Well, if we want the beasts to find us,
Should we try and be quiet?
where I come from, to avoid being eaten by a bear, it's found best to make yourself known so you don't surprise the bear, and then they can meet you as equals. But if you think we should be quiet, I can put my flute away.
I would prefer to find them.
Well, I'll put my flute away.
Hey guys, over there's something. I can't make it out yet, but there's something. We should really start slowly going further and maybe sneak a little bit.
Yeah, if that's what everyone wants to do, I'm happy to carry on leading us through the forest till we come across something.
Am I the only one sneaking? Guys, they're big.